Boelter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, top 100.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
DK Metcalf from
Nate Burleson. You're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is NorbCam coming at you on a very early morning broadcast. Normally I'm not broadcasting this early, but it's just kind of a special occasion to do so. As mentioned in the title of this clip, that we are a step closer to a corona vaccine. And a German Seahawks fan on the other side of the world is going through the testing phase right now, a step closer to this actually becoming a reality. And we're going to talk to him in just a moment to find out where we are in this stage, exactly what it is that he's undergoing and what the expectation is for this to happen. And I see some of you joining in the chat right now. Flesh Cannon, what's up? Joseph Cedeno. Bryson Posa, Eric, Meme Panel, thank you for watching. And if you guys like this video, I'd love for you to like it by doing this. Hit that little thumbs up button to give it a like, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. And that way you won't miss any future videos like this one right here. And it helps me out immensely. So thank you so much for watching and for paying attention to the story. So I want to bring a good friend of mine up to the screen here, live from Germany, my good buddy, Tyler Freier, also known as HaggyHawk. Tyler, let me get your volume up here. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm doing good. Yeah, just received the second shot. So, hey.
I like that mask, by the way. Let's see that one more time. Let me put that up full for everybody to see. For those of you who don't know, Tyler Freier, he's got a company called Soulmade. That's right, NorbCam, a custom NorbCam mask. Tyler made that handcrafted, made that during this pandemic time because all your manufacturing places have been shut down. You normally make a lot of athletic wear, socks, all types of merchandising for sports teams. But this you had to make with your own hands, made out of love, right?
Well, the most credit goes to Maria because she does all the sewing. So
well,
don't forget her.
I love mine. I wear it everywhere now, so it's I appreciate you making that for me, man. Thank you so much. But let's get back to the topic here. So I mean, you got a big smile on your face. You know, for those of you who haven't seen this story yet, I did an interview with Tyler a few weeks ago, as he was one of the few volunteers who was accepted in this study over in Germany to test a vaccine for possible, a coronavirus vaccine that we've all been waiting for. And he had his first round a few weeks ago, had a couple of side effects a few days later, but then it all went away and was looking pretty good. So you were kind of eagerly anticipating that second dosage, which is really... You get two shots basically, and after the second one, we might have some information. So today is that day of the second shot. So I guess walk me through how your day has gone so far and what the process has been like up to this point.
Well, I just got back from my vacation yesterday, so I'm on family vacation right now in Bavaria with my family. But I drove all the way back to get my second shot today. So this morning I drove here. They did another blood test, physical test and stuff. And what time is it now? It's like 3 hours ago, I received the second shot of the vaccine. And so far I feel nothing. I mean, like the little numb or little muscle pain, but that's pretty much it. So I'm feeling good.
Well, that's good. Now, I did receive some footage from you during some of that process, which we're going to put together as kind of a part two to the actual sort of little mini documentary that I've been making. So we've had this interview like what we did here today live, but there's also a separate video that you can link to in this channel that talks about kind of the step-by-step narration that you did as leading up to that first test and the side effects afterward. So what's the next step in the process? You got the shot today, and you're going to stay at the hospital for a little bit more testing just to make sure everything is good before they send you on your way?
Yeah, I'm going to stay here for 4 hours. They have to monitor me 4 hours, so every 30 minutes they do a blood pressure test, and they make sure that everything is okay. And after 4 hours, I will see the doctor again. He's going to do a couple tests again, and then they're going to release me back home tomorrow, and the day after they will give me a call because I have to fill out the diary. I have to measure my temperature and everything. And next week, Tuesday, same time, I have to be here for another blood test, for another couple tests. The week after, I have to be here for another test. During that time, I will receive a couple calls. And the main appointment will be in 4 weeks from today, because the second vaccine shot is pretty much a booster. And 4 weeks after that, they will figure out if the body are made antibodies or not. So in 4 weeks, we will know if the vaccine works or not. But so far it looks really, really good. They're confident about everything. They received more money for their study while other studies had to shut their thing down. So that's a pretty good sign. So we're on a good path.
That's good. So 4 weeks from now, if all goes as it is so far, it's very possible that if everything's supposed to be going along as planned, your body will have formed the required antibodies, which would then be the clinical proof that this vaccine has done what it's supposed to do. Basically, that's the final test, right? Wow.
Yeah. So the first time we received the vaccine, it's more to find out if your body, or if it's compatibility with the vaccine or not. So they had to figure out about the side effects and about everything, but there's pretty much no side effects, so that's a good thing. And after the second shot, like I said, it's kind of boost thing, so then your body will start to produce the antibodies. So in 4 weeks from today, we should definitely know more. I don't know if they will tell us the final thing saying this is the vaccine or not, but they're going to definitely tell us if we have the antibodies or not. So a few of us, they just received the placebo. You don't know who the people are, but we are 168, so there's only 12 with the placebo.
Oh, so out of 168, only 12 people got the placebo. Yeah. The rest of you all got the actual vaccine.
Yes, sir.
All right. So 4 weeks, you'll find out if that is successful. And then have they indicated anything at all as far as when, if successful, when this could possibly be released to the world? Or are they still on that track where I think at the time you started this back in, I think it was May or June, it was still going to be a 13-month process, wasn't it? Is it still going to be a 13-month process?
They still hold on that 13-month process because this is how long the study takes place. They haven't told us so far if in 4 weeks from now on the vaccine is that what they were looking for. When will it be released? When will it available for everybody? They don't tell us anything about that, so I don't know about that thing. The only thing I know, in 4 weeks we will know my body made antibodies or not. And maybe we'll have more information there, because they're very limited by giving us the information and stuff. I did ask him a lot of questions today, and the most answer was like, "Oh, we cannot talk about that right now."
Right.
So,
well, I'm sure there's a lot of steps in the process, even if it is successful in 4 weeks, before they can actually get it out to where it's released and announced that they have a vaccine.
But the thing is, like in 4 weeks we will know, and I have no idea how long it's going to take for them to produce the whole vaccine for the whole wide world. So,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, at least that's a good sign.
Yeah,
good sign so far.
It's a good sign, and step by step, and we are on a good path. And I mean, the whole situation right now for everybody is like I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it's a shit show right now. So I mean, yeah, every little step we make in the right direction is a good one, and no matter how long it takes, as long as the vaccine will be the one that we're searching for. So.
Well, someone's going to be the first one to come out with one, and who knows, maybe you will be one of the first who received the first one that actually comes out. So obviously keeping our fingers crossed and that in 4 weeks' time, everything checks out as it's supposed to. Dukes of Hazzard in the Super Chat calls this the election infection. Awkward timing for all of this to happen, but yes, I know there's always politics involved in that, but we're not going to get into that here. I did get a question from Andrew Andy. He says, HaggyHawks, I have a question. How are you feeling, and what scared you the most, if anything scared you the most, I guess? So how do you answer that question?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm totally fine. There's no side effects so far. There's nothing. So I'm pretty feeling good, feeling comfortable. I'm still excited, as you can see, and scares me. I mean, there's nothing that really scares me. I mean, I'm friend with Norb, so what can scare me?
Well, and I think there are a lot of people who are nervous about needles and things like that. But of course, you've had a few experiences regarding needles that probably a shot doesn't intimidate you too much.
Well, you know, as we talked last time about my tattoos and stuff, so I don't have any problems with needles. And to be honest, that injection of the vaccine, I felt nothing. When you watch the video while I'm getting the shot, I didn't make any reaction, nothing, because I didn't feel it. So, hey.
So I guess that's promising. That means when the time comes, and if we all get the vaccine, it looks like it won't be a big thing. It's not like, it would have been hard if you're like getting shot and going, and then people are like, I don't know if I want this vaccine.
I'm pretty sure there's some drama queens out there that will do that, but you know, for me, I felt nothing, so that's all I can say. And even if it would hurt a little, I mean, it saves your life. Come on.
Yeah. So you live in Germany. Stuttgart is your home in Germany. How far away from this place is it from your house? It's a bit of a drive for you, right? From
it's
your
an
house.
hour. It's an hour drive.
Yeah. And I'm just curious how, you know, obviously everybody hears the news about the cases rising in the United States. How are things over in Germany as far as the coronavirus is concerned?
Well, what I can say is I still don't know anybody who's infected by the COVID-19. So I don't know anybody at all. And they say the numbers are rising, but for us, there's no step back so far. So the stores are still open. The only thing you have to do is wear your mask while you're in stores. And you have to keep your social distance by 1.5 meters while going shopping or being with others. Beside that, there's pretty much nothing. So I cannot say anything about the numbers rising or not. So
okay.
I don't see anything here.
Oh, I'd like to think that's a good thing. If you don't know a lot of people who have it, that means you're not in close contact with
I know nobody. There's not a lot of people I know. There's nobody I know who's got COVID-19. So
yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I do know some people firsthand, some who've had a very close call with almost dying from the disease. Our friends Brian and Tammy Edwards, who've gotten a lot of news coverage about their story. Her husband nearly died from it, had to go into a medically induced coma just to help him survive. He was able to recover and eventually left the hospital, and in a very tearful reunion because the husband and wife both caught the disease. The wife was actually a nurse in Tacoma, and she gave it to her husband. And so they were separated for a good month or so while he was dealing with the disease. Luckily, they got back together. But the sad part is they still have some lingering effects, even though obviously they lived and survived it. It's the other side effects that have taken a toll on them that often doesn't get talked about. So again, it's not just about living, about life or death, but it's also there are some people who do get affected by this. That affects their organs, kidneys. In the Edwards family case, it's had some brain like memory loss effects, things like that. Some still loss of smell and taste. So these are all very not pleasant things to have to continue to live with even after you shake the virus. So obviously this vaccine would be huge for everybody, huge for the economy, huge for the world, just to try to get things back to normal. So how does it feel, man, to feel like knowing that this other vaccine studies have, as you said earlier, have shut down either because the feasibility wasn't what they thought it would be, but yours is going strong, got additional funding, and you're that much closer, maybe 4 weeks closer to being one of the few people who actually can say we were part of this, for finding a vaccine for this terrible disease. How does that feel?
When I started that, I did not know if I'm on the right path or not, but I took action, and I'm happy that the part or that the study I'm part of looks like it's the right one, so that makes me proud. Yeah, I mean, I do my part, and I still hope that this is the right one we do. So it's awesome to do something that or to be a part of something that will hopefully save lives. That was the main reason for me to doing that. And yeah, I'm happy, I'm proud, I'm honored, and I look forward to it.
Well, I'm proud of you, man. I'm happy that you're doing what you're doing, taking one for the team. And, I just hope that as we continue to document this as you go, that in 4 weeks, we're going to have some very good news. And then we'll just find out after that how quickly this goes from successful trial to first implementation. So I'm sure you, just like everybody else, wants to get things back to normal, because I know that you're, as we talked about earlier, your business has sort of been shut down since you can't manufacture anything. So, like I said, you had your awesome mask. I got my mask right here, which is my NorbCam mask. There you go. And again, appreciate it. But how have things been for you in terms of the impact on your way of life, because your business has been pretty severely hit? How are you hanging in there with that?
Well, we struggled a lot, so we thought about shut down the whole company a couple times, but we believe in our product and the success we had so far. We're happy with that, so it's just a time range we have to overcome, and right now everything starts to reopen. Our factories reopen. The only thing we're waiting now for is the sea containers with the yarn to arrive, so we can start back into production. We have a few orders in, and we have few requests, so we are on a good path right now for getting back into the business. And yeah, so look, for us it looks good. So we overcame the worst time, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't have to fold up shop and that you can resume production. I mean, that's good news. I know this is a long stretch. It's been for you. It's been about 4 months, almost 5 months.
Yes, sir.
That's a long time to be shut down.
It's 4.5 months right now, so that's a long time.
Yeah. But this is great news. And how's your family? I know you were saying earlier you had this family vacation planned in Bavaria, and you had to, as it turns out, your follow-up shot fell right in the middle of that vacation. So you had to drive how far from Bavaria to come back for this?
Well, it's about 270 kilometers, so it's a 3-hour ride going there. And I mean, we looked so forward to this vacation because we needed some our getaway time and stuff. So the last few days have been fun for us. So the weather was staying nice. The nature is nice. The area there is nice. It's like right in the middle of the mountains. We have castles there and stuff. So there's a lot of outdoor activities we did. And I knew before we went to Bavaria that I have to come back for getting the second shot. So I drove back yesterday. And tomorrow morning I will go back to vacation for another few days. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good. And you're there with your. You have 2 daughters, but one of them is staying home, right? She's taking college classes, so it's your wife and your younger daughter.
Yes, my younger daughter and my in-laws are with us.
That's right.
We had my younger daughter. She took a friend with her, but I took the friend back home yesterday with me because she had to go home for some other stuff. So when I go back, it's my wife, my daughter, and my in-laws. Unfortunately, Victoria needs to stay home, but yeah.
Future, she's studying pharmacy, right? Pharmaceuticals?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
who knows? She might be, she's right in there, that industry that who knows what's going to come up in the future, but we need more people like her. So that's great that she's doing that.
She is the reason why I'm here, because she told us about the study. So
That's right, because of where she goes to school. That's where here you are right now, getting this test done at the facility where she was going to school and found out about it. So it's amazing how these things all kind of tie together. So any last words? You know, people who are watching this obviously probably read, oh, corona vaccine. Should I get excited about this? What does this mean? Any message for people watching out there who are just on the edge of hoping something can come along and change everything for everybody?
I mean, hope is the last thing we should lose, that's for sure. The thing is, you know, without hope, there would be nothing, you know. And I'm pretty sure that the whole thing will bring the vaccine that we're all waiting for by the end. So what I can tell everybody is, please do your part. I mean, there's not much we can do, but by social distancing and also by wearing the masks, I know it's not comfortable. It sometimes it's, you know, we don't like it to wear masks because we're not used to it. Social distance sucks sometimes as well, but that's our part, that what we can do. And the more we do our parts, the sooner we will get back to normal. So just do your part, stronger together.
I like that. Yes, stronger together. Do your part. Wear your mask. Social distance, and let's just hang in there together. Eventually, we will get through all this, and this vaccine could be a huge part in getting through this as well. So again, for those of you who might have joined late, my good friend Tyler Freier, also known as HaggyHawk, all the way from Germany, updating us on his possible run here to finding a vaccine for the coronavirus. We will know in 4 weeks if you have developed the antibodies to prove that the vaccine was successful. So in about a month's time, we'll follow up with you again and announce how everything turned out. But so far, fingers crossed, so good. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day there, and then I know you got to get back to your family on the rest of the vacation, but I'm glad to hear everything's going well so far, Tyler, and good luck to you, man. We'll be definitely keeping in touch, talking about this, and I'm definitely looking for a happy ending to all this.
Well, again, thanks for having me, and thanks for helping me with my diary and everything. And I look forward to give you guys an update. And like I said, I'm going to have my next appointment by Tuesday next week. Maybe we know something there. So as soon as I know something, you will know, and you can spread the word. So to everybody, stay safe, do your part. That's all I can say.
All right.
And go Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Hawks. Thanks, Tyler. Take care.
All right.